Hello, friends at home. I am sitting here with all of your friends in the classroom. Say hello, everyone. Hi. And we are so excited because we are about to start language arts. Today in language arts, we are going to be doing this activity that is called Scoops of Sounds. And it has one of my most favorite things on it. Raise your hand if you like ice cream. It always amazes me. There's one or two kids that don't. Ice cream, I could eat ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day. I love ice cream. So this is a fun activity that has ice cream on it. So the first thing that you should do when you get your paper, and if you're at home, it's in your folder, and if you're here in the classroom, I'll hand them out to you when I'm done explaining. The first thing I do is always the same. I take out my pencil and write down my name. Now remember, I put my name, you put your name. It would be silly if you put my name on your paper. Now, this is a cutting and pasting activity, so don't get out your glue sticks yet, but when it is time to do the work, you will get out your glue stick. Don't get anything out yet, friends. So when you go to begin this worksheet, the first thing that I want you to do, you will take your scissors, and you see this dotted line, friends, that goes down the side of the page? I want you to just cut that whole side of the page right off. So you'll take your scissors, and remember, I like to hold my scissors in one place and move the paper. It just makes it easier when you're going to use scissors. So now I have my Scoops of Sounds page ready to go. And then I have this strip here with all of these pictures. So now that I have my strip ready to go, I tell you that what I always recommend whenever we're cutting out shapes, if you take your scissors and you go right around the outside track of all those pictures and you cut off all the extra scrap, not only does it make it easier when it comes to cleanup time, but it also makes it easier because then you know that all of your pictures are going to fit nicely on your page and you won't have a bunch of extra white space showing, okay? So now I cut off these scraps. Should I let them fall on the ground, friends? No. Should I crumple them up and shove them in my desk? No. They go in a garbage can, right? And if you're at home, I'm sure you have a place where you put your scraps as well. So I will put mine over here. Now my scraps are taken care of, and I have this lovely strip of pictures. Now the directions on this page say, cut out the pictures and then glue them onto the ice cream cone with the correct vowel sound. Well, this is great because we've been talking about vowels in here. Remember, A, E, I, O, U, they're the vowels, they're the glue, And one of our friends taught us yesterday, A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. So it's really awesome. There are different ways to remember our vowels. And on this sheet, we're going to be talking about the A, the I, and the O. And these will be short vowel sounds. So we're looking for words that have the A sound, the sound, and the O sound. Okay? So let's take a look at our first picture here. Can anybody look at that and tell me what they see? Don't blurt it out. But if you know what that first picture is a picture of, raise a quiet hand. Camila? It's lips, right? So, Camila, when I say the word lip, do you hear an a, an or an ah? What do you hear in lip? An I sound. Excellent. So I'm going to take my glue stick, and my lips. And remember, I encourage you to put the glue on the item that you're gluing down. Because if you put the glue on the ice cream cone, you might put too much glue. And then when you put the paper with another page, they'll stick together and it just creates a mess. So what I like to do is take the little piece that I'm gluing, put some glue on it like this. Make sure you get enough glue on there that it's going to stick, but you don't need so much glue that it's dripping all over your page. And once you have your glue on the back like that, right here in the I will put my lips. Okay? Now, I got this little Scrappy here that I'm going to cut off, and I'll make sure that he goes into the garbage because we don't want these little Scrappies all over the floor, okay? And you don't have to get up every single time you cut a little Scrappy to throw it away, but just make a nice little pile, and then when you're done, make sure they go in the trash, okay, friends? Okay. I see 2 friends in the room that are already going through their supply pouches, and I'm confused because my directions were to keep your desk closed and your eyes up on the screen until I was done explaining directions. So if you're a friend at home or a friend here in school that's already going through your supply pouch, let's put those away right now and keep our eyes focused so we make sure we know what to do when it's our turn, okay? All right, so this next picture, that is a picture of a baseball cap or a hat. What vowel sound do I hear in a app? Does anybody know? Ava June? A. So I'm going to take my glue stick, put some glue on the back of my cap. Make sure I have enough glue on there to make it stick, but not so much glue that it's going to be sticking for days. Find the A, and glue down my cap. And now I have another little Scrappy-Doo to cut off. Remember, you don't have to get up every time to throw them away, but if you want to make a nice little pile of them so when you're done, they go in the trash and not on the floor, that'd be awesome. All right, our next picture, who knows what that is? Raise your hand, don't blurt it. Let me get it up there so you can see it. What is it, Connor? A mop. Connor, when I say mop, what vowel sound do I hear? An O. So I'll get my glue, put some glue on the back, stick it down here by the O, and then I'll go on and I'll keep going until all of my pictures are glued on all of my ice cream scoops. Now, what do you think I want you to do once you've glued down all of your pictures? Isaac? What should you do once all your pictures are glued down? I'll give you a hint, Isaac. What do you think I should do? Color it. And because we're first graders, I want you to do a nice job. I don't need to see scribbly dibbles. I have a 1-year-old at home, and he's really good at scribbly dibbling. So if I'm in the mood to see scribbles, I'll ask Grayson, my 1-year-old, to scribble for me. But when I'm at work and we're in school, I want to see excellent first grade coloring. So I'm going to start with my cones because cones are nice and brown. They're my favorite. I love waffle cones.
Me too.
Okay, and I'm going to do my best to color and stay in the lines. I'm going to try not to just scribble all over the page, okay? And I want you to take your time and really color this nicely. And then you can color each of the pictures and the ice cream scoops, and I'll let you decide. There's a couple different ways you could do it, okay? One way you could color it, you could say, well, I'll color the baseball cap blue because I like blue, but I want this to be a scoop of, chocolate ice cream. So I'm going to color it brown like this, but I'll leave my hat blue because it's a blue cap or hat. Okay, that's one way you could color it. Another thing you could decide to do is just color the whole scoop and picture together. So we'll make this one strawberry ice cream. Oh, this looks more like a cherry, doesn't it? And I'm going to color the whole picture and the scoop. Whichever way you decide, if you want to color the picture separate, you may. If you'd rather just color the scoops, you may do that too. But notice I took my time and stayed in the lines. I didn't do a whole lot of scribbles. You can color the ice cream shop here if you want to color different colors on the ice cream shop. That would be awesome. Really take your time and make it look nice. The most important thing is that you make sure you glue your pictures down enough that they don't fall off, okay? Because you want to make sure they stay in place so then when I go to correct it, I can make sure that you got them all in the right place, okay? Are there any questions, comments, or areas of concern about this paper? Landon? Oh, well, then you may absolutely do that. Put the pass on your desk. About this paper, are there any questions, comments, or concerns? Yes, Austin?
And you don't rush.
Right. Austin said don't rush. And that's a great tip for friends at home and friends in the classroom. If we rush through our work, it looks sloppy. And I've always said that when we do our work slowly and neatly, that's how we get quality work. So let's try to do nice, neat work. You have a question, Camila? Say it again. I didn't hear you. Right. Don't go too fast or it'll look scribbly. It'll go out of the lines. You're right. Blake?
Can we glue the pictures wherever we want? Like at any ice cream?
Oh, that was a great question. So as long as they're in the right letter cone, they can go anywhere you want. So like cap has an A, so you could do it here, here, or here. But you couldn't do it here because that's the I cone. Okay, friends at home, if you didn't hear, he said, can we glue the pictures in any ice cream we want? My answer is yes, as long as it's on the right cone. Okay, so the mop has an O. It has to be on the O cone, but it could go on the first scoop, the second scoop, or the third scoop, as long as it's on the right cone. Okay, so that was a great question, Blake. Any other questions? Mateo? Lots of comments today.
You have to color something.
Oh, yeah, you got to color, make it look nice. Connor?
If you use marker, it might be sloppy.
Yeah, so I like crayon. I think it looks neater. If you choose to use marker, that's fine, but don't color over it so darkly that I can't see the pictures. Because if you color it so dark that I can't see the pictures, when I go to correct it, I'll have to mark them wrong because I can't tell if they're correct, okay? So friends at home, I'm going to let you go so that you can get to work. Friends here in the classroom, I will pass out your papers so that you can get started on working. And I'm excited to see these because ice cream is one of my favorites. And I'm excited to see all the different ideas that you come up with. Maybe some ice cream will have sprinkles or cherries on top. I don't know. The possibilities are endless, but I'm excited to see. Bye, friends at home.
Bye.